Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel if you've not been here before. If you have been with me before, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to listen to your January 2020 readings. These are for the general collective, so please keep in mind that they may not resonate with everyone, but please, like always, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I also recommend that if you do know your moon and rising sign, you can listen to those videos as well, as some people may resonate equally, if not more so, than their other placements besides their sun sign. Some people will find little nuggets of wisdom in all three readings, maybe only one, but at any rate, you will know where to apply it. And again, it is for the general collective. I don't know which way these readings are going to go until we get started. Each sign will obviously have a different flavor for the overall month of January. I also wanted to mention that I am having a discount for the month of January on the birth chart astrology consultation readings. They are going to be 20% off for the whole month of January by using the code BIRTHCHART at checkout, and birth chart's one word. If you do utilize the code, you don't have to actually book the reading for the month of January. You just have to purchase it in January, but you can always book it out a little further in advance. As long as you purchase it in January, you will receive the discount. It will expire on midnight, January 31st. All right. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support. If you do like these videos, please subscribe by clicking the link below, and be sure to share and comment. And also visit my website and sign up for my newsletter, lisasalvatore.com. Again, the links are below to my Instagram and my Facebook and all of that. Let's get started. Hey Virgo, Happy New Year. This is your January 2020 general reading for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. Please keep in mind that these readings are for the general collective and may not resonate with everyone, so please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you do like this content, be sure to click on the button below, on the bell, and subscribe and share and comment. Also, if you are a Virgo Moon and or Virgo Rising, you are welcome here as well, because I highly recommend that if you know your Moon and Rising sign, you listen to those readings as well, because some people tend to resonate equally, if not more so, with their other placements. All right, let's get started. Virgo. I already feel like a lot of energy here, so that's why I'm going quick here. All right, Virgo. What is up with you for the month of January? Ooh, I feel like a lot of romantic energy here. So there's maybe new love relationships coming into Virgo for the month of January. Let's see. Oof. I just got like a rush of that as I was shuffling. Okay, Virgo. Something about taking a leap of faith in the new year for Virgos. Virgos are not usually ones to, well, depending on what else is going on in your birth chart, but Virgos typically are they're cautious. They tend to weigh out all their options, and they like to have options, but there's something here about taking a leap of faith this month, Virgo, in some specific area of your life. It does feel like your romantic life, but let's see. Could be other areas as well. I feel like a lot of you have been meditating also, like positive affirmations and things like that, which is not always easy for Virgo to do because they are such a mental sign, mercurial. Letting things go. I feel like a lot of you have recently ended. Oh yeah, there's your leap of faith. Okay. Wow, Virgo. You have January feels like a very, let's just say, faded month for you in terms of your relationships. I feel like a lot of you have either just ended an important relationship in your life, or you've been contemplating ending it and you've realized that it's time to end it and you haven't actually done it yet. If you haven't done it yet, I do feel like this is the month you may actually do it, because you've got the cards of like walking away, and you've got the Eight of Cups and the Tower. Now remember, this could also be like mentally, so if this isn't like in your physicality, it could be that this is just where your head is at, okay? So you'll know how it resonates, and if it does, if you're watching. But yeah, you've got a lot of major cards here. So this is like karmic. This is like, destined in a way to happen. And if you don't do it yourself, it's almost like the universe is going to come in, or outside circumstances and forces are going to change that for you. And the time frame I'm getting on this one is like the 12th to the 15th or something like that. So I don't know, but you may have already made up your mind, or you may have already done this, but it feels like you're taking a leap of faith and taking chances for January. And it's all about, like, you've made up your mind. You're like, I'm doing this. I've walked away, or I'm walking away, and I'm moving forward. And, here's your, moving forward to my, future of, prosperity, what I've always wanted. Because you see this card here. It's like, there's a couple, and then there's a elderly man watching, and 2 dogs. So this is like moving towards your happiness, or moving away from it, actually. It could be that too. Ooh, that just jumped out. Yeah. I feel like this has been a slow process for you, Virgo. You've really been thinking things through, and like waiting for the right opportunity and the right time to implement this change. And you've been thinking and thinking and thinking, and it feels like January is the month that this is going to actually propel you forward. I'm picking up that some of you do need to speak to someone, like, in the healthcare profession, like maybe a therapist, or I don't know, a spiritual advisor. But there's something about like needing to not go it alone any longer, like you've done that up to this point. Maybe some of you are having a hard time mentally, like accepting or processing certain endings in your life, and this would be helpful for you to actually speak to someone further about it. Yeah, to help you take charge of your future and let go of the past and stop hanging on to the past. That's a big one for you. Because there's like something about this situation that's propelling you forward, but yet at the same time, it's keeping you in the past, Virgo. Yeah, look, one thing is for sure, this cycle is ending. There's a cycle that's closed out for you. And this is Saturn. So, in January, for those that know astrology, or for those that don't, I'll just tell you, but in January, we have a big Saturn-Pluto conjunction that's happening around the 12th. And it could be really, really positive when used appropriately, when the energy is used appropriately. And so this is one of those things for you, Virgo, where it's like test of faith. Like, what are you going to do? Here we go again. Are you going to go back to your old ways, or are you going to actually end the cycle and let go and move forward? And even in some cases, admit you might need some help, because I picked that up. Like admitting, you know this. I'm not telling you this, because Virgos are thinkers. They're very analytical. They can get emotional, but at the same time, they process it mentally. So it's like, okay, maybe I need to talk to somebody about my future mental stability. Or yeah, look, as I said, that this is mental stability, my future abundance, my future, ease my pain, ease my heartbreak, ease my disappointment. I feel like a lot of Virgos are having dreams lately about the past, about things that have happened in the past, that have hurt their heart, but they've put away like in a little box. But it's like all coming back up now with the ending of a significant relationship in your life. And, I think it was, I don't know if it might have been Aries. I was picking up on a significant ending through death, through physical death. But for you, Virgo, this is not a physical death. This is like an emotional death for sure. So this is like you've ended a relationship, you're about to, or the other person ended it. It could be the other person ending it on you. But either way, it's like, it's a necessary ending. I want to say that, even, and it's good for you to process it with someone, because it's like, it's not just about the one ending. I want to be clear on that. It's like, I'm picking up on like, gosh, I feel so much energy with this reading. I'm picking up a lot about the past. So it's like, there's a lot of masculine energy here as well. So it could be that this is for, some females have more masculine energy, by the way. So it could be female or male, but I am picking up on this energy of just like taking control. Finally taking control. And oh, by the way, some of you have quick job changes coming in as well. So it's almost like a storm of chaos for January, but like a flutter of change that needs to happen for you, Virgo, so that you can see the light and really move forward with peace in your heart and cut through and get a lot of clarity about the bondings in your life, the early bondings too. I feel like a lot of this could be family related. All right, so yeah, so you've definitely got an emotional January. I will reinforce that. I feel like a lot of you have been feeling this anyway since October or so, like just the emotions coming up and up and up, and you're not comfortable with it. But it's don't avoid it, because it's like this is going to take you to the final resting place of this relationship. I do feel like it's a relationship. I have to be honest. It feels like it's ending or just has ended and you're processing, but it's meant to be this way. Like I keep seeing that. It feels very, obviously I always say we do have free will, but fate takes you to certain points, and then your free will gets either in the way and it can hinder your growth, or it can actually propel it. And I feel like as long as you don't stay stuck, because if you look at this card, the Hanged Man, He's also ruled by Neptune, which is Pisces, and can be about illusions and boundaries that have kept you stuck. And you're still sort of in that space, but you're like about, see how one leg's suspended, one isn't? All you have to do is cut that rope and you're down and you're back upright. And that's where you're at. You're about to cut the rope. That's how I see it. About to cut the rope to bring you into balance. I also feel like a lot of you might be relying on some kind of a vice. Like it could be alcohol, could be drugs. It could even be like anxiety medication. But there's this sense of like you even feeling like, okay, I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to stop with my vices. There's a sense of that as well. So going into the new year, you're going to do that too. And as long as you stay on this course, yeah, you're going to have victory. You're going to be okay. Emotional victory. But again, realizing you don't have to go it alone. You can turn to people for help. And the answer for a lot of you lies in your past. So for those of you that are watching that this is resonating with, if you feel like a lot of quote unquote demons are coming up from the past, it is not to hurt you or make you feel bad. It's actually being illuminated to do the opposite for you, to bring it to the forefront so that you can move forward peacefully and process endings, necessary endings, because I do feel like it could even be in more than one way. It could be the ending of a significant family relationship. It could be your job where you're severing ties. There's a lot going on here for you, Virgo. So yeah, make sure you take care of yourself and feel those emotions that you might have been trying to bury for a long time, because that is what's going to ultimately set you free and give you happiness. All right. Because I feel like I really do feel like this is, let's see what other cards I'm going to use here. Relationship based, let's see. A lot of you are probably having stomach problems too, because I feel that while I'm shuffling. So just know it's your nerves. Just watch what you're eating so it doesn't aggravate it more. I don't feel sickness with this sign, by the way. It just feels like it's like mental, emotional stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so through the choices that you're making right now, it's like you're ripping apart certain foundations to make way for new, more firm foundations. And with that, you're gaining a lot of wisdom. But it's not going to be easy wisdom. It's going to be through loss and then discovery of emotion that's going to propel you forward, that's going to move you forward. So you have a lot to process this month, Virgo. There's a lot. But just know that these are necessary endings that are meant to put you on your path. So the more you go into it, the more you feel it, the more free it's going to become for you. So I really hope that this has helped you. If anybody needs a private consultation, the link is below, lisasalvatore.com. We could always dive further. I'm having a special for January, 20% off birth charts as well by using the code birthchart. So if that's something you want to talk about, we can look at your specific chart and see what's going on, the energy for you with the planets. But yeah, this is action time if you haven't already done it, Virgo. It's like time to act and process. And there's been the churning for a while. So keep moving forward. Hope that helped you. I'll be back for your February 2020 reading. Take care.